What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. Okay, guys, we've got two major things to talk about. Number one, the trailer. Official global trailer that's coming out May 22nd is when the game drops. It is going to drop for PS5, I believe for both consoles, as a matter of fact, PC and mobile. So you're going to have access to whatever. This game is taking itself very, very seriously, and as are the devs. So after we watch the trailer, I want to show you guys how serious this dev team is. Now, if you don't know anything about Kuro games, they were the ones that created Punishing Gray Raven, which is probably still one of the best mobile RPGs out there. But this is taking it up a notch, and they're going to show you guys why they're hoping to make this game one of the biggest successes since Genshin Impact, and how it's going to leave its mark on the action RPG genre. So I'm very excited to go over these optimizations that they've created. We'll talk more about that in the developer notes very soon, but I want to check out this trailer, which is currently on the actual Twitter. So let's take a look and see what it looks like and how it feels.
Will soon be reawakened. They are the enemies of human civilizations.
To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
If all of these have something to do with your true identity, then who exactly are you?
So, first off, MCs. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Most MC stories are so bland and boring, and they're usually the same. MC wakes up, doesn't know who they are, doesn't have any memories or recollection of what they are, who they are, where they are, what time period it is, if it's Sunday, Saturday, doesn't matter. It's usually the same generic, bland story. So I'm really hoping, guys, that the story here takes a twist and actually has a little bit of depth to it, because I'm being honest with you guys, like, Genshin Impact story is great, Honkai Star Rail story is great. I really hope they kind of do the same thing here, because now I think more developers are taking storylines more seriously, and I'm hoping that player base start to do the same and start to care, because let's be real, when you play a Final Fantasy game, for example, you're playing for the story, you're playing for the characters, you're playing for the memories that you build from those characters themselves. So I really do hope that, because of how big this production is, they kind of do the same thing here. Anyways, let's continue.
Moreover, you possess a similar ability with the legendary hero who once absorbed Thrunonian. Jue prophesied about your arrival.
After all this effort, do you truly want to throw it all away?
Ultimately, I suppose it is up to you to discover the final definitive answer for yourself.
No matter what happens, my sword is always yours.
Here you are.
Besides,
So
not
good.
seeing the opponent heightens the thrill of the game.
Do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lab? Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin.
Yeah, that's a trailer. That is a trailer, folks. All right, so a couple things about the trailer that I want to point out. So number one, the gameplay looks impeccable. Like, it's so crisp. The couple characters, like this character over here, apparently was not out in closed beta testing, but might be out in global, and apparently she's one of the best characters in the game. Don't know her name because I wasn't part of CBT. This character looks badass. I like that everything was essentially about the rover and the story of the rover, essentially your main character. But I do like the fact that here they showed this fight with this boss, and the fact that you got to see a couple different units in action, some echoes in action, and again, it just looks so crisp. And this girl here, man, oh man, I think her name is Yinlin, right? I think that's her name. Yeah, just looking mighty fine. The only character I kind of wish they showed a little bit more was Kuro, but we're going to talk more about all this very shortly, and kind of discuss. It looks so sick, like the graphics and everything. Okay, so trailer looks phenomenal. Super psyched. May 22nd, guys. It's only 19 days away. It's going to definitely be a live stream kind of day for that when that drops. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the Wuthering Waves development team and what they've done. Now this is huge, right? Because how a developer handles closed beta testing and suggestions from the community speaks volumes in regards to the direction of the game, right? Because if they keep communication open, if they care about the feedback that they get from their player base, the game's success skyrockets. And this is proof that this game actually is looking to do that and leave their mark on the action RPG genre, just like Genshin Impact. I'm not going to compare the two. No, we're not going to call them Genshin killers, blah blah blah. I don't think anything's ever going to touch Genshin Impact in regards to popularity and its mainstream. But there can be games that can line up as a very similar kind of archetype and still do quite as well, right? So this was a month ago. All right, so Wuthering Waves developers message closed beta test 2 review. And this is huge because anyone who played closed beta test said they pretty much listened to everything that was provided and fixed 99% of the problems that people had. So this is really good news. So let's go over that. So dear Rovers, we'd like to first express our sincere gratitude. Thank you for participating and paying attention to our closed beta test 2. We received a lot of valuable feedback from all platforms. Again, remember there's many platforms to play this game. After careful consideration, we have finalized our plan for future adjustments and optimizations, and they want to share it with us. So let's go over the most important one, obviously, and why we're all playing this, the combat. Overall combat experience optimization. So they're addressing the issue of poor sound effects and hit feedback many of our players were mentioning. So that's great. Sound obviously makes a big impact in regards to how a game feels and plays. We will focus on revamping the sound effects of weapon hit feedback, echo skills, resonance skills, and other battle aspects. In addition, we'll improve jumping by adjustment animation speeds, camera transitions, and landing feedback to make it feel more natural, which, listen, nothing is worse than a bad jumping mechanic. To be real, so I'm glad that's happening. Character-specific combat optimizations. Now, I haven't played the game, you guys know this, but I'm happy to hear that this is something they also added. Not just a generic combat revamp, but some character ones as well. We'll be making specific adjustments for characters frequently mentioned in the feedback we receive. So here are some of the questions, or some of the feedbacks. So, our current plan includes the following. Adjust Ling Yang and Janzin's movesets for elevated overall combat experience. Not sure what that means, but I'm sure anyone who played closed beta test, you may experience this in global. Adjust Verina's HP restoration mechanism so she can use her photosynthesis energy more efficiently. God damn, I feel like I'm back in school now all of a sudden. Improve Kalchuro's kit. Now this is big because I want to main Kalchuro, right? His extra intro skill necessary means will be available by default. That's always a good sign rather than it being a trigger. Being available by default is a great thing. New combat skill practicing dungeons will introduce a series of new combat. Oh my god, thank you! Where you can better familiarize yourself with each character's unique combat abilities, mechanism, practice how to combos. Oh my god, they're giving us an actual training dummy combo or dungeon. That's incredible. Aside from the points above, we also started working on other frequently reported issues such as bad camera experiences, frequent lock-on loss, enemy quitting combat, and counter-attack failures. All very, very big things. And again, if you go back and read anyone who's actually done the closed beta test, these were major issues that they have addressed and ones that will definitely assist in making the game a better production overall. All right, moving over to gameplay. Ecosystems. Now, this is a big one because this is your gear. These are your pets. This is what you farm pretty much the entire time. We received a lot of feedback on the ecosystem. Thank you, or ecosystem, sorry. Thank you so much for taking the time to test out a system and provide valuable suggestions. So we have received many suggestions and concern how the echo hunting experience was too grindy. And yeah, it looks like it's grindy as hell. How the game lacked disposable options for unwanted echoes and other issues. To address this issue, we're planning to implement the following changes. Make it easier to obtain various echoes. Perfect. One of the easiest ways to fix the problem. Make it easier. We plan to make echoes available through participating in game events, completing daily activities, and other means. And we already see this, right? Because there's a web event going on now. If you haven't done it, go join it. You guys can get a 5-star free echo just by participating in a very, very simple web event, which is going on till June, I believe, actually. Provide a better way to dispose of unused redundant echoes. That's perfect. You'll be able to recycle unenhanced echoes by converting them into random new echoes of a type you have unlocked, which is great. Recycle, reuse. That's how the recycle system works. Return turners when turned echoes are consumed. When you use tuned... Oh, sorry, return... Yeah, that's right. When tuned echoes are consumed. When you use tuned echoes to upgrade other echoes, a designated percentage of tuners you used previously... Oh, so that's great. So they'll just give you back some materials. Amazing. That's wicked. Make it easier to get your desired substats. We'll raise the minimum numbers you can get with substat rolling and narrow the range of possible result. This is all huge things, guys. This is major. These are amazing things to see a developer do. Optimize the auto echo mechanism. Oh, I hate these. Additionally, we will improve the Inferno Rider's echo skill to add a new transformation mode. When equipped, you can transform into... Oh, look at this. Look at this. That looks so cool. He looks so badass. So there you go. Those are all major changes. So kudos to the devs on that one. New content for Depth of Elusive Realm. We will add a tutorial stage for Depth of Elusive Realm to help beginners better understand and enjoy this gameplay. More playable characters will be added in the depths, I think they spelled that wrong, of Elusive Realm. Additionally, you will also be able to use trial characters in this mode. Meanwhile, new high difficulty events and special boss mechanisms will be added for you to challenge. We're also working on other gameplay issues mentioned in your feedback. Here are a few examples. Drops from the supply chest or enemies in the wild will be automatically picked up. Amazing. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Co-op mode will be available sooner. Great. I love to play with friends, and hopefully we make quite a few of you guys at a lower union level. A batch salvaging option for unwanted items in your backpack. Amazing. We hope these changes can further improve your gameplay experience. Honestly, anything you can automate and optimize, you're doing your customer service base and player base a service. So thank you for that. All right, story scene and animations. We're working on frequent reported issues about story cutscenes and animations, including strange camera positioning, characters showing up wrong times, awkward, poorly matched lip animations, and lack of detail and story effects. Here are some progress we've made so far. Optimized, I still can't believe people show up randomly. Optimize the camera positioning and character animation in some parts of the story. Improve lip animation and eye blink animation. That's great. Those are all very minor things for me personally, but it's good for the story, obviously, right? Adjusted and rearranged the story quest progression for a smoother flow, and change the unlock prerequisites for some story quests. That's great. That flow is, if you tell a story, you have to have flow. Without flow, it's pointless, right? Rework the sound effects and cutscenes for a better performance. Improve the skip function to make it work better. We'll keep polishing every detail of the story cutscenes and animation to optimize the quality. We hope this will help you better enjoy the story quest. And then a couple other things here. Very simple things. Other optimizations and adjustments. Aside from the changes above, we're addressing game issues such as crashes, blank screens, frame drops, and device overheating, which is going to be a big one, obviously. Improving game performance on all devices is a top priority. We're also improving the character and environmental design and adjusting the UI for easier navigation. Thank God, I hate cluttered UIs. New events and story content are in early development and we'll share progress with you. Localization. We take localization quality very seriously, and it is also a big part of our future optimization plans. We will continue improving the localization quality based on your feedback. We're working on adding ENJPKR voiceovers for story and character voice lines. Thank you for your patience. So, there you guys go. Those are huge. And if you look now, it's great because people who have been playing the beta test, wow, they're really fixing almost everything people were worried about. They are cooking, right? So you guys, oh nice, they decided that we better not to kill their game on release. Very smart, right? So it's great. They're not budging on the hidden stats, which means the grind will still be atrocious. So I'm curious to see, like, some people here are saying very good changes and some have very valuable feedback, and it's Reddit, of course. We're going to get a slew of negativity and positivity, but it's good to see majority of the comments are in fact positive. So May 22nd, guys, there you guys go. You guys can take this game very seriously as it's looking to again leave its mark on the genre and hopefully become the next best thing. So stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be doing a lot of live streaming for this game, a lot of coverage, a lot of guides, a lot of breakdowns, a lot of testing, a lot of everything. Wuthering Waves coming May 22nd. I'll see you guys there. Make sure you go pre-register. Again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.